Welcome to Care Sandwich, the podcast where we dive into the success journeys of law firm owners across the country. I'm Margarita Everline, your host and the founder of Marketing Boss, a fractional chief marketing officer firm for law firms. On this show, we'll explore the challenges, strategies, and victories that have shaped law firms and how they wrap every interaction with care. Because we believe that caring isn't just a value, it's a strategy for success. So grab your favorite sandwich, sit back, and let's dig into a conversation filled with insight, inspiration, and of course, a lot of care. And I am excited to introduce our special guest for today. Latrice is a strategic business growth partner. She is an attorney, but I love that she describes herself as a strategic business growth partner, because she's very much dialed in and very experienced in helping business owners get to the next level in their business through support with growth strategies as well as legal expertise. So Latrice, why don't you expand and tell our audience all about you, what you do, what makes you awesome, and about your firm.
Thank you so much for having me, Margarita. I'm so excited to be on the podcast with you. So I'm going to start off with telling you about sandwiches that I love.
I was going to ask you that question, and you got ahead of it.
Okay, we can still talk about more. So I'm just going to tell you one, and then you could so more. So I love sandwiches too. So I love the name. So I love I like all sandwiches. I like the sandwich you make in the refrigerator with your sandwich at the grocery store, your sandwich meat and your bread. I like a good brie bread. But like if I'm going out, I love me a Jimmy John's Italian sandwich. That's my favorite out sandwich. So I'm all about sandwiches. When I'm pregnant, I feel like in sandwich withdrawal. So there's a little tip.
That is, I'm going to cry. That is my favorite sandwich.
That's it.
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Yes.
I have them at mayo. I'm disgusted.
Yes, me too. Really? And then sometimes there's this one, she's like, it comes with me. I'm like, it really doesn't, but whatever. Sure.
I'm like, lather it.
Yeah,
So I got to take it off.
Mayo.
Yes.
Who wants a dry sandwich? Like,
well, their bread absorbs. I don't know. Like, that's why I need the extra mayo.
And I want the mayo on the bread, not in between the meat and cheese and all that weird
yes.
stuff. Like, yes,
so
my sandwich sister. I
that
love
is
it.
so
More
funny.
things that me and Margarita get to bond over are a sandwich. So the next time we go on our lunch date, we're going to Jimmy
Absolutely.
John's.
Yes, Jimmy John's. Yeah. And my kids hate it. I'm like, what's wrong with you? Jimmy John's is delicious.
Oh,
they'll go for like the cookie, but anyway. Yeah. So talk to us. How do you help business owners? How do you help them take care of their business? By caring for them.
Absolutely. So the uniqueness about the way Thomas Law is set up is essentially we care for our clients so they can care for their clients. So what does that mean for us? We are the strategic partner. So we are attorneys. We do help with the legal needs. So that's going to be your contract drafting, your review, your service agreement, making sure you're protected in those agreements. Your formation is sound and set up as it should be. But the other piece and important component is that I have decided to weave into the legal piece is the strategic planning. So I have a program called Thrive 360 that I have developed from my experience as a business owner myself. I have not just the law firm, but we have a plumbing business, mechanical piping solutions, and an infrared sauna studio that's Beam Light Sauna. I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs.
I'm tired just hearing you list your businesses. I'm so sorry. Like, and you keep an IV of Red Bull around just in case. Like, how? Anyway, continue.
Yes. So all that, those different specs, as having the businesses myself, working with other businesses, helping them with their legal needs and seeing the gaps in businesses when I would help them with the legal needs is how Thomas Law and Consulting and Thrive 360 came about. So the plan is really built on 5, I'm gonna call it 6, because my first pillar is having an attorney / accountant partners that help you thrive, but it's also ingrained in the part of there. But having those 5 key pieces in the business that really help businesses grow. So my primary client is a service-based professional. So that's going to be your medical doctors, your med spas, great marketing people like yourself, accountants, other lawyers, health service-based providers. So how does that help help them care about caring? Because they're providing services to other people too. So if they're able to reach more people, touch more people, and help more businesses grow in their specialty, and I'm able to help them do that, so we all have a big circle of care going around and helping other people do what they need to do.
That's amazing. And so the medical provider space is where your firm thrives, to use your language. Walk us through, why did you choose that space? Why are you passionate about the medical space?
That's a good question, and I think you positioned it perfectly. Because I grew up in a family of entrepreneurs, as I mentioned. So more specifically, my grandfather was a pharmacist. My dad is a pharmacist. My mother is a registered nurse, and my sister's an anesthetist. So I literally grew up standing on boxes at the pharmacy, handing people their prescription bags and dropping their prescriptions in there. So grew up in that space of healthcare and helping people get well. And anybody that's in healthcare knows it's a little bit different than having a business, because you have this special component of, you truly have their life in your hands, regardless
Life or
of
death.
what phase they're in. So that makes a unique level of the business. It's a tad different than necessarily your curb store, your grocery store. You really truly have somebody's business and life in your hands. So that's initially where that healthcare space came from. I have a master's in public health. So when I was studying in that side, I've always been a business person. I saw that unique intersection in the legal and healthcare. And one day a friend said, you ever thought about being a lawyer? You're so good at negotiating and arguing, is what she said. So I said, you might have an idea there. So here I am. I moved to Atlanta, decided to go to law school. Fast forward, had several opportunities in business and in my career to merge business, entrepreneurship, real estate, and all those things have come together to form Thomas Law Consulting, where we help strategic business growth, help with legal needs, and also the real estate, commercial real estate as well.
So it sounds like you had these life experiences that really shaped this interesting niche, because your upbringing, your experiences as an entrepreneur, and then your legal background, it's like you just mush them together like a sandwich to make your firm. That's really neat.
Hey there, I hope you're enjoying the conversation and your sandwich as much as we are. I want to take a moment to share a few words about our sponsor, Marketing Boss. If you're a law firm owner looking to supercharge your growth, our team at Marketing Boss is here to help. We've got over a decade of experience and a proven track record, and we specialize in growing law firms like yours with data-driven marketing leadership. So if you own a law firm and you're ready to get a predictable, steady flow of cases from your marketing, let's connect at marketing-boss.com.
The other thing that I wanted to talk to you about, and I think it really does go with the theme of the podcast, is how do you care for yourself? Because you're so busy. I think, and I'll confess, I could do a better job at caring for myself. So I'm interested to hear. A lot of business owners don't care for themselves, because you made this interesting connection that you care for your client so they can care for their patients. You must be doing something to care for yourself, because you've got a lot on your plate, multiple businesses. I know you're also a mom like me. So there's a lot going on in your world. Give us some advice about, since you understand this principle, the way you care for yourself, the way you care for others, it's all connected. Expand on how you care for yourself.
Absolutely. So there gets anybody that's over probably 30 understands that life goes up and comes down, and you have waves and things change. And if they're not changing, you're probably not doing something right. So at this phase, I have a big 18-year-old that's almost 19, and I have little babies that are 4 and almost 3. So having new babies, I think I was taking the self-care for granted because I always fit it in. So I just had, even though I was always busy, I still made time. Like, I put it on the calendar. Then as they started getting bigger, it got harder and harder till it got to a point where I was barely getting it in on a weekly basis, better yet a daily basis. So now I'm happy to announce that they are now bigger and in school, and I have found me a nice little hour in the morning after I drop them off that I can go walk. I can turn the phone off. I can take a moment and have nothing going on. I can actually listen to a book. I can actually walk and look at the trees again, which I used to do all the time, but I truly think I now realize I did take it for granted a little bit. So in my newfound kids are in school thing, I am now back to getting my daily walk in, is how my self-care now. And I do all the girl things that we have to do to, I get my nails done, but that's almost maintenance. That's not really self-care.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know about you, but like sometimes when I'm doing that kind of thing, I'll put on my headphones and like close my eyes and I'll be like, I'm not being rude. And like I'll do a little meditation or something, like just to kind of like double it up, because I feel you. Like I have 5 boys, my youngest is 3, and it's a struggle to do the self-care. So the checklist that I heard is exercise, taking time to read, and disconnecting from devices. Did I get that right?
Most definitely. And a little bit of outside of nature to me is a big part of that. I need the outsideness.
Oh my
God. Yes.
Person, like that's what I love to do. I've got to go hug a tree.
Yes. I need to be outside doing it.
I will literally go to the woods and like just touch a tree and be like, oh, thank you.
Yes. So you definitely hit all 4 of them. The last one was the outside party. To me, I get the optimal. I can do it inside, but I get the optimal if I'm doing it outside. So that is truly, and so now I'm at least have the time to do it on a daily basis, which I haven't gotten to do in a while.
Yeah, I think it's important to have that awareness. Yeah, like funny story. The other day I was wanting nature because that's a big thing for me. And I just was back to back. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to open a window. And I opened this window that I'm next to here. And I was on a call with a potential, new customer, just getting to know her. And literally, like during the call, I was feeling great because the sun was coming in. I was getting fresh air. But then a car came through.
Of course.
And she's like, I can't hear you. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I feel like it backfired, but I still don't regret it because it gave me that recharge that I needed.
Right.
So I can't believe it's already almost time to wrap up. I could talk to you forever. I want to give you an opportunity to just bullet list. What sort of businesses do you help? I know medical, but give me scenarios. Like if your business is experiencing this, call me. And then how can they get in touch with you? I want you to go over that because people need to know that you do what you do it well. And if you're a fit, yeah.
Okay, awesome. So my primary client is going to be a service-based professional. So who and what does that mean? So my background is in the medical field, but the reality is Thrive 360 and the legal needs are consistent across what it takes to be successful in those industries, and businesses are consistent in any service-based business. So I have clients that own cleaning companies. I have clients that own marketing companies. I have clients in different spaces. So the model works in different areas. We just apply. And that's the beauty of Thrive 360. It's the model, but it inserts into the founder's mission, vision, and values for themselves and for their business. So that's going to be those medical doctors, med spas, chiropractors are another big one. So accountants, the CPAs, other lawyers. I mentioned I have a cleaning business. I even have a client that's starting an app. So I have a variety of clients. The needs are surprisingly similar. That's why I have a variety of businesses that don't seem to go together, but truthfully, they really do. So those are other retail businesses, storefront businesses that are offering services. In any of those businesses where you're really reaching out and you're extending to other people are going to be my ideal client.
I love it. And then the added benefit is you're providing the growth strategies and that support, but then you also, as an added bonus, unlike other coaches, you bring in your legal brain and anticipate things from a legal perspective, which is really neat, actually, and is an amazing value if you're listening and you have a business, definitely give her a call, or they can also visit your website. So give us your points of contact.
Absolutely. So the best way to connect with us is through our website at thomaslaw.org. There's a schedule a consultation button there. You can schedule your consultation directly on the website. Our phone number is there as well. Feel free to call if you have other questions. If you want to, we kind of do a lot of events or in the community. You can follow us on Instagram at Thomas Law and Consulting. Got great tips and everything there. So those are the two easiest ways to stay in touch and get in contact with us.
And if somebody needs a featured speaker, you also support with that as well, yes?
Absolutely. I love being in the community, sharing my knowledge and other events. So happy to jump on other podcasts that are geared toward those service-based providers and growing and scaling businesses, and other events as well. Got coming up, SpeakerCon will be there in October as a keynote there, as well as Create and Cultivate in New York in October as well.
That's exciting. Congratulations. Everybody follow her on social media. I'm sure she'll be posting all about that so you can see. And if you can be at any of these events, definitely let her know that you saw her on the Care Sandwich podcast.
Thank you for joining us on this episode of Care Sandwich. Remember, the way we care for our clients, our teams, and ourselves can make all the difference in our success. Until next time, keep caring, keep growing, and I'll see you on the next episode of Care Sandwich.